Hey everyone! Do you ever want to talk about something super funny or maybe a little bit silly that happened yesterday? Like, what did you do yesterday or what did you eat? Well, today we're going to learn how to do just that. We're talking about the past tense, but don't worry, we're going to make it easy and even a little bit funny. Welcome to English and You. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to improve your English every day. Alex, I'm so excited about today's topic. We're talking about yesterday, right? And the past tense. It sounds a bit serious, but I want to make it fun. Can we make it fun?
Absolutely, Sarah. Talking about yesterday or anything that happened in the past can be a lot of fun, especially when you learn how to do it easily. No need to be serious at all. Think of it like a time machine for your words. We're going to travel back to yesterday.
A time machine. I love that. So, yesterday, what exactly is yesterday for our listeners?
That's a great question to start with, Sarah. Yesterday is the day before today. So if today is Tuesday, then yesterday was Monday. If today is Sunday, then yesterday was Saturday. It's finished, it's done, it's in the past, it's gone.
Ah, I see. So it's not today and it's not tomorrow. It's the day that already happened. Like when I woke up this morning, yesterday was already finished, right?
Exactly. You got it perfectly. Yesterday is finished. It's in the past. And when we talk about things that happened yesterday, we use something called the past tense for our verbs. Don't let the name scare you. It's actually quite logical and, as you said, we'll make it fun.
Okay, past tense. So if I want to say I eat pizza today, but I want to talk about yesterday, I can't say I eat pizza yesterday, can I? It sounds wrong.
You are absolutely right, Sarah. I eat pizza yesterday does sound wrong. That's because eat is a present tense verb. It's for now. To talk about yesterday, we need to change eat into its past tense form. But let's start with some easier verbs first. How about we start with verbs that are very, very friendly? They just add ed at the end.
Oh, ed, like walk. So if I walk today, what did I do yesterday? Did I walked?
Yes, you are a natural, Sarah. You walked. Today you walk, yesterday you walked. See, you just added ed. It's like giving the verb a little hat that says, I happened already.
A hat that says I happened already? I love that. So walk becomes walked. Can you give me another hat verb?
Of course. How about play? Today you play. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday I played. Did I get the hat right?
You got it perfectly. Played. P-L-A-Y-E-D. Today you play a game. Yesterday you played a game. It's as simple as that for many, many verbs in English. These are called regular verbs. They follow the rules. They are good students.
Good students. I like that. So walk becomes walked and play becomes played. What about the sound, Alex? Sometimes ed sounds like t, sometimes like d, sometimes like id. Is that important for beginners?
That's a very sharp observation, Sarah. You're right. The ed sound can change. For walked, it sounds like a t sound at the end, walked. For played, it sounds like a d sound, played. And for some verbs, like want, it sounds like id, wanted. For now, as beginners, don't worry too much about perfect pronunciation of the ed ending. The most important thing is to add the ed and understand that it means past. Your ears will get used to the sounds over time. Just focus on saying the ed.
Okay, so just add ed and say it. Got it. So let's try some more good student verbs. What about listen? Today I listened to music. What about yesterday?
Yesterday, you listened to music. L-I-S-T-E-N-D. You just added ed. Easy peasy, right?
Easy peasy. Yesterday, I listened to a funny podcast like this one.
Exactly. And yesterday, I listened to the birds singing. It was very peaceful. So listen becomes listened. What about watch, like watch TV?
Oh, I know this one. Today I watched TV. Yesterday I watched TV. I watched a very silly cartoon. It had a talking potato.
A talking potato? That sounds like a great show. So watch becomes watched. Excellent. You can see how useful this is for describing your yesterday activities. Let's try cook. Many people cook food. Today they cook. What did they do yesterday?
Yesterday they cooked. My friend cooked a delicious pasta dish yesterday. It smelled so good.
Wonderful. Cooked. Cooked. You're doing great with these regular verbs. They are very polite. They always follow the rule. What about clean, like clean the house?
Oh, clean the house. Today I cleaned my house. Yesterday I cleaned my house. It was sparkling, so shiny.
Fantastic. Cleaned. See how easily you're forming these past tense verbs? This is really useful. Let's try one more regular verb. How about talk? Today you talk to your friends. What about yesterday?
Yesterday I talked to my mom on the phone. We talked for an hour. She told me a funny story about a cat.
Perfect. You talked to your mom, so talk becomes talked. These are all good student verbs. They add ed. Now, sometimes a verb already ends in e. What do you think we do then? For example, smile. Today I smile.
Smile already has an E. So if I add ED, it would be smiled. That looks a bit strange. Smile ED?
You're right, it would look strange and be a bit redundant. When a verb already ends in e, we just add a d. So smile becomes smiled. S-M-I-L-E-D. You just add the d. It's like the e is already there, doing half the job.
Oh, that makes sense. So today I smile. Yesterday I smiled at a cute dog in the park. He smiled back. Well, he looked like he smiled back.
He probably did. So smiled. Very good. Another example, live. Today I live in a house. Yesterday I lived in a different city. L-I-V-E-D. Just add d.
Got it. Just add D if it ends in E. Okay. What if a verb ends in Y, like study? Today I study English.
This is a slightly trickier one, but still a good student verb, just with a small extra step. For many verbs that end in Y and have a consonant before the Y, like D in study, we change the Y to an I and then add ed. So study becomes studied. S-T-U-D-I-E-D.
Oh, wow. Study to studied. So the Y goes away and IED comes in? That's interesting. So today I study for my English test. Yesterday I studied for my English test. I hope I pass.
You definitely will, especially with all this great practice. So, studied. Another example is try. Today I try to learn new words. Yesterday I tried to learn new words. T-R-I-E-D.
Okay, Y becomes IED. I'll remember that. So regular verbs mostly add ED. If they end in E, just add D. If they end in Y with a consonant before it, change Y to I, then add ED. That's a lot of rules, but they all make sense.
Exactly. You've got the main rules for our good student verbs. Now let's try a little game. I'll say a verb and you tell me what you did yesterday using that verb, okay?
Yes, I'm ready. Bring on the past.
Great. How about dance? What did you do yesterday, Sarah?
Yesterday, I danced. I danced in my kitchen while I was cooking. It was a very silly dance. D-A-N-C-E-D. I just added D because dance ends in E.
Excellent. Perfect example. How about shout?
Yesterday, I shouted, but not in an angry way. I shouted hello to my friend across the street. S-H-O-U-T-E.
Wonderful. You shouted. And how about carry, as in to carry a bag?
Yesterday, I carried a very heavy bag of groceries. My arms were tired. C-A-R-R-I-E-D. Because carry ends in Y, and before it is R, a consonant, so Y becomes I-E-D.
Bravo, Sarah! You're a past tense superstar. You've mastered the regular verbs. Now, are you ready for some verbs that are a little different? They don't always follow the rules. They are the rebel verbs.
Rebel verbs. Oh no. Are they very difficult? Will they make me forget everything I just learned?
Not at all. They're just a bit unique. They don't add ed, they change their form completely, or sometimes they don't change at all. But don't worry, we'll learn the most common ones and they'll become your friends too. These are called irregular verbs.
Irregular verbs. Okay, so my eat pizza example from earlier, eat is probably an irregular verb, right?
You are absolutely right. Eat is a rebel verb. Today you eat. Yesterday you ate. A-T-E. Completely different, right?
Wow, eat becomes ate. That's a big change. So yesterday I ate a big sandwich for lunch, and I ate some delicious cake for dessert.
Perfect. You ate. See, it's not so scary. You just need to learn the new word. Let's try another very common rebel verb, go. Today you go to the park. What did you do yesterday?
Go. I didn't goad to the park, did I? That sounds very wrong. So go becomes...
Go becomes went. W-E-N-T. Today you go, yesterday you went.
Wow, that's a big change. So yesterday I went to the library, and I went to visit my friend.
Excellent. You went. This is one of the most common irregular verbs, so it's super important to remember. Go, went. How about drink? Today I drink water. What about yesterday?
Yesterday I drank water? D-R-A-N-K?
Yes, you got it. You drank water. Today you drink coffee. Yesterday you drank coffee. You drank a funny-looking smoothie yesterday, perhaps?
I did. I drank a green smoothie. It tasted like grass. It was very healthy, but very funny. So drink becomes drink. Okay, I'm getting the hang of these rebel verbs. What's another common one?
Another very, very common one is have. Today you have a car. What did you do yesterday?
Have? Yesterday I halved a car? No, that doesn't sound right. Yesterday I had a car. H-A-D?
Yes, you are a superstar, Sarah. Have becomes had. Today you have a good time. Yesterday you had a good time. You had a big breakfast yesterday morning.
Oh, I had a very big breakfast yesterday. Pancakes and eggs. It was delicious. So have becomes had. That's another big change, but it's short and easy to remember.
It is, and you'll use had very often. Let's try see. Today you see your friend. What about yesterday?
See? Yesterday I seed my friend? No, yesterday I saw my friend. S-A-W.
Perfect. You saw your friend. Today you see a bird. Yesterday you saw a bird. Maybe you saw that talking potato on TV yesterday?
I saw the talking potato. He was very philosophical. So see becomes saw. These irregular verbs are like little puzzles, but they're fun.
They are like puzzles, and you're solving them beautifully. Here's another super important irregular verb, do. Today you do your homework. What did you do yesterday?
Do? Yesterday I did my homework. D-I-D?
Exactly. You did your homework. Do becomes did. This is a very powerful verb because we also use did to ask questions in the past, but we'll get to that in a moment. For now, remember, today you do, yesterday you did.
Okay, do becomes did. I did a lot of things yesterday. I did my laundry. I did some exercise. I'm very productive.
You certainly are. Now, there's one more super important irregular verb, and it's a bit special because it has two forms in the past for different subjects. That's the verb be, the verb to be, like I am happy. What about yesterday?
I am happy? Yesterday I ammed happy? No, that's definitely wrong. I was happy? W-A-S?
Yes, you got it, Sarah. For I, he, she, and it, the verb be becomes was. So I am happy today, but I was happy yesterday. He is funny today, but he was funny yesterday.
Oh, was. So I was, he was, she was. Like, it was a sunny day yesterday.
Exactly. It was a sunny day. Very good. We'll introduce were for you, we, and they in a later lesson to keep it simple for now. Just focus on was for I, he, she, it. So today I am here. Yesterday I was here. What about you?
Yesterday I was at home. I was a little bit tired, but I was happy.
Perfect. You were at home, you were tired, but you were happy. See? You're already using it naturally. Now, let's try to combine some of these. I'll ask you about your yesterday, and you can use both regular and irregular verbs. Ready for a challenge?
Ready! My brain is buzzing with past tense words.
Great. So tell me, Sarah, what did you do yesterday morning? Give me a few things.
Okay, yesterday morning I woke up. Oh wait, wake is a rebel verb, right?
Good catch. Wake is an irregular verb. Today you wake up. Yesterday you...
Yesterday I woke up. WOKE. So yesterday morning I woke up very early. Then I drank a big cup of coffee. After that, I listened to some music while I cooked breakfast, and I ate delicious scrambled eggs.
Wow, Sarah, that's fantastic. You used woke, drank, listened, cooked, and ate, all perfectly in the past tense. You had a busy morning.
I did, and it was all yesterday. Okay, this is really helping me. Now, how do we ask questions about yesterday? For example, if I want to know if you cooked breakfast yesterday.
Another excellent question, and this is where our friend did comes in handy. Remember, do becomes did? We use did to ask questions about the past. And here's the super important rule. When you use did to ask a question, the main verb goes back to its original present tense form. It takes off its past tense hat.
Oh, so if I want to ask, did you cook breakfast yesterday? I use did, and cook goes back to cook, not cooked.
Exactly, you're a natural. Did you cook breakfast yesterday? Not did you cooked breakfast yesterday. The did already tells us it's the past, so the main verb can relax and be in its present form.
That's a little tricky. So did does all the past tense work. The main verb just stays present. Okay, let me try. So if I want to ask if you watched the Talking Potato Show, I would say, did you watch the Talking Potato Show yesterday?
Perfect, you got it. Did you watch? And my answer would be, yes, I watched the Talking Potato Show yesterday. It was very funny. Or if I didn't, no, I didn't watch the Talking Potato Show yesterday.
Didn't watch. Oh, that's how we make it negative. So did not or didn't.
Precisely. Did not is the full form, and didn't is the common, shorter form. So to say you didn't do something yesterday, you say, I did not or I didn't, and then the main verb in its original present tense form. Just like with questions, the did not or didn't does the past tense work.
Okay, so question, did you eat pizza yesterday? Verb is eat. Positive answer, yes, I ate pizza yesterday. Verb is ate. Negative answer, no, I didn't eat pizza yesterday. Verb is eat. Is that right?
That is absolutely 100% correct, Sarah. You've grasped one of the most important aspects of the past tense. The did or didn't takes the past tense burden, and the main verb gets to relax.
Amazing! This is so helpful. Let's practice a bit. I'll ask you some questions about yesterday. Alex, did you go to the gym yesterday?
Good question, Sarah. No, I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I was too busy, but I walked my dog for a long time.
Okay, so you didn't go and you walked. Perfect. My turn to ask again. Alex, did you cook dinner yesterday?
Yes, I cooked dinner yesterday. I made a very tasty chicken dish. Oh, made is the past tense of make, another irregular verb.
Oh, make becomes made. That's a good one to know. Okay, another question for you, Alex. Did you see any interesting animals yesterday?
Yes, I saw a very fluffy squirrel in my garden. It looked like it was trying to steal my nuts, my actual nuts, from the tree, of course.
A fluffy squirrel trying to steal nuts. That's a funny story for yesterday. So you saw a squirrel and it looked like it was stealing. Excellent. This is really clicking for me. So if I want to tell a whole story about yesterday, I just use all these past tense verbs.
Exactly. You just put on those past tense hats for your verbs, or use the special rebel verbs, and use did for questions and negatives. Let's try to tell a very short, funny story about yesterday. Sarah, imagine yesterday was a bit unusual. What happened?
Okay, yesterday was very unusual. In the morning, I woke up and saw a tiny dinosaur in my kitchen.
A tiny dinosaur. Wow. What did you do?
I didn't scream. I smiled at it. It looked very friendly. Then it ate my toast.
It ate your toast. The dinosaur ate your toast. That's a very hungry dinosaur. What else happened?
After it ate my toast, it drank my coffee. Then it ran out the door. Oh, run becomes ran, right?
Yes, run becomes ran. You're doing great with these irregulars. So the dinosaur ran out the door. And then what did you do?
I cleaned the kitchen because the dinosaur made a big mess. And then I went to work and I told everyone about the dinosaur. Oh, tell becomes told.
Tell becomes told. Another excellent irregular verb. Sarah, that's a fantastic story, and you used so many past tense verbs perfectly. Woke, saw, didn't scream, smiled, looked, ate, drank, ran, cleaned, made, went, told. Incredible!
Wow, I really did. This is much easier than I thought it would be. All these hats and rebel verbs and did are making it fun. So to recap for our listeners, yesterday is the day before today. Most verbs, the good students, just add ed, like walk, walked. If a verb ends in e, just add d, like smile, smiled. If a verb ends in y with a consonant before it, change y to I and add ed, like study, studied. Some verbs are rebel verbs or irregular verbs. They change completely, like eat, ate, go, went, do, did, have, had, see, saw, drink, drank, be, was. To ask a question about yesterday, we use did you, and the main verb goes back to its original form, like did you eat? To say you didn't do something yesterday, you say I didn't or I did not, and the main verb also goes back to its original form, like I didn't eat. Did I get everything, Alex?
That was a perfect summary, Sarah. Absolutely perfect. You covered all the key points for talking about yesterday and using the past tense. Our listeners now have all the tools to start telling their own funny or interesting stories about what they did yesterday.
This has been so helpful, Alex. I feel like I can talk about my whole week now, not just today. Thank you for making past tense so easy and fun.
You're very welcome, Sarah, and thank you for being such an enthusiastic and quick learner.
And thank you, our wonderful listeners, for joining us on English and You. We hope you learned a lot today and now feel confident to talk about your own yesterday.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Now you can tell your friends all about what you did.
Don't forget to like this episode if you found it helpful, subscribe to our channel for more English lessons, and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Practice makes perfect, so try to tell someone about your yesterday today. We'll be back soon with another fun lesson.
Bye for now.
See you next time.